Yep, so this is our gas forge. We can explain it once we start. Just running off the propane.
Okay, get the match lit. Okay, it's open.
Yeah, so yeah. Can't really see it that well. Let me bring the camera down. Well, inside of there, this is an ammo can. Basically what we've got is we've got some cable, a fire brick. It's all lining the inside. We cut these holes with just a hole drill. And to give you a little example of just how hot this thing is, here is here's a dowel, and this is right outside. You can see there's no flames, but
it's starting to smoke.
If you hold it here for long enough,
it'll catch.
Yeah. This is kind of a bad example because it's there. It is, and there you've got it can set things on fire relatively easily. And
from where the camera is right now, it's about 100 degrees.
Yeah, it gets really, really hot in here, up to welding temperatures. And surprisingly, I mean, the ammo can gets too hot to touch, but not hot enough to burn the wood. And the cable is pretty incredible. And basically, we're just using a propane tank, pipe. This is, make sure you don't get anything galvanized, nothing galvanized. Any kind of forging.
Just a black iron pipe.
This is kind of complicated. I don't really have time to go into all of it right now, but there's some videos on YouTube. Maybe we might put a link in the description, I don't know. But, yeah, there's also, you can also get a coal forge, works just as well. It's a little more expensive to run. We got one of those in the backyard.
You can see this spitting out a flame.
Well, yeah, anyhow. But,
if you go to stormthecastle.com, you can find out how to make a forge.
Yeah. Also, if you Google homemade forge on YouTube by Epic Fantasy, yeah, you'll get it too. Really, actually, really easy. Not that difficult to make. So yeah. Anyhow, so today what we're going to be showing you,
it's just us making a few hooks.
Yep. We'll probably show you an S hook, probably the simplest hook. We'll show you some wall hooks.
Just regular hooks with
some interesting, just kind of basic hammer blows. You'll probably get to see our vise, which you've already seen, but yeah. Anyhow, and yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, we'll get started now.
Okay, you can see the furnace effect in there. It's heating up the inside of that.
That's what really heats it up. I mean, the gas definitely does it a lot too, but really when the cable heats up and the fire brick heats up and it all kind of creates this furnace, you know, that's what heats it up more.
Yep.
So, anyhow, so now we'll get started heating things up. We'll show you a quick clip of us putting the metal in. Not a really difficult concept. You're going to want to use tongs. Yep. We have tom tongs. Just look them up. They're nice, really nice. And with the tom tongs, it's easier to grab them like this with little corners. Anyhow, so
first things first, we're gonna we're making
we're making.
We're making 2 J hooks and 2 S hooks. The longer stock is used for S hooks and the short stock is used for J hooks. And the first thing that we're going to do with the J hooks is we're going to flatten out the ends of them so we can drill a hole in it. And the first thing we're doing with the S hooks is tapering the end so we can put a little curly cue at the end. Okay, so we decided we're going to do 2 at a time.
And these will be the 2 J hooks.
Yep.
So yep. All right. Well,
we'll get back to you.
Get back to you.
Okay, we're about to do the first heat. Nice and orange. Look at that. Now we're just flattening this out so we can drill a hole through it so a nail can fit in there. There we go. get this flatten out that side there. There we go. That's wide enough to drill a hole in and thin enough.
Yep. We're going to use our drill press to drill the hole.
Yep. Okay, so I'll flip this over now, and what we're going to do is taper the end, make a little curly Q, and then bend it. Okay, we're going to be tapering it this time?
Yep, we're going to be tapering it for the pre-scroll.
Okay, I'm going to get it by the corners here, which is what you have to do with these tongs. And George, these were heated up in the wrong place, that's why they're bending so much. See, they're bending so much because George heated them up in the wrong place.
I do mine now.
That divot.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
It folded over. Yeah, you see, if you flatten too much on one side before you get to the next side, it'll fold itself over and look kind of ugly. Okay, we'll do one more heat on the tapers, and then do a little scroll. Okay, doing the next heat on the taper here. Okay, I'll do one more heat. The next heat, I'm gonna just finish up the taper and scroll it. George, look what you're doing. You don't do it like that. You do it near the edge, not over the edge.
The nice thing about this is once it's scrolled, it's a little bit better. See, like this one is just about ready to scroll. Then I'll heat it up again. Just because you want it nice and hot to scroll.
So you got a nice smooth scroll.
There we go. I don't like it. That's cool.
Okay, see you next heat. Okay, I'm gonna get it nicely tapered and then scroll it. Okay, flatten this out here. Okay, at the highest point in between the two deformed areas. Okay, now what you want to do is bring it about 3 millimeters off the side here and down, and just keep moving it forwards and fitting it down. This is kind of cold, but it'll work. And now just hit inwards. go. There we go, we got a nice little scroll. Okay, George is forging now. Yep, you see the technique here. You hit over a little bit at a time. And there we go. And, oh, look at that. Just curve it over into a little scroll. And you want to make these pretty small. Yeah, for hooks like this. Because the hooks aren't going to be that big. There you go. That's good. Now hit it down so it's got... There you go. Okay, come back to you next week. Okay, we're going to do the main curve now. First thing you want to do is quench the very tip, the curly cue. Okay, next thing you want to do is bend it in the opposite direction that the curly cue is facing. So. Okay, looks a little funny, but that's because we didn't heat up this part enough. Okay, we're going to twist mine now. Gonna get this nice and hot to be twisted. Line this up so it's like that. And nice. Okay. Now I will twist it. I'll twist it about 360 degrees. That's 180. And just a little bit more. A bit more. Okay, next heat. Here, we'll grab this. It got too cold last heat. Yeah, grab it. But now it's nice and hot. And you want to get this as lined up as possible. Okay, let's try to get it. Okay, punching it now. I'll swish it around in there. Make sure it's not so cold. Done deal. Now we just have to drill a hole in this part right here. And somebody can nail it to their wall. It's got that nice little twist. And a nice little curly cue. Okay, got the drill press set up. And we're going to drill the holes in these. Do mine first. Always wear glasses. Don't want little shards of metal in your eyes. And for a hole this small, you don't really need any lubricant, any oil or anything. I think we used a 7/64 spit for this spit off center, but fine.